Hey everybody, back with another video here. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 most worn fragrances for the winter. This is a legitimate list of the 10 fragrances that I reached for the most throughout the last few months that were really cold here. And so we'll just go through those. I'll start at my least worn all the way up to my most worn, and we'll just talk about them. Before I get started here though, if you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate you subscribing. And if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. It's just a way that I can tell if what I'm putting out is something the audience is enjoying or not. So either way is fine with me. It helps me learn, it helps me know what you guys want and what kind of content you like to see. Let's get started here though with Lalique White in Black. I do not like the name of this one. I don't like the bottle. I don't really like anything about its presentation. However, it was touted as a very close representation of Parfums de Marly Layton. So I got it. I have a 5 ml sample of Layton and I really enjoyed that scent and I wanted to try this one out. So I got this one in the mail and I have to say that yes, it is almost a dead ringer for Layton. This one in my mind is maybe a little bit more, it wears more dense, which you would think that was a good thing, but for me it's not. I would prefer Layton, but now that I have this is close enough that I'm not gonna buy Layton. So what I mean by more dense is this one seems sweeter, it seems thicker, and overall it wears heavier. However, I'm not the type of person that likes too robust of a scent. I like to smell fresh and light. I don't like to get cloying or too in my face. And this one almost does that. It is so potent and it just sticks around forever. And I get really good performance off of this one. Some people don't. I seem to have no issues whatsoever, so I can only speak to what I get. But yes, Layton, vanillic, spicy, sweet, kind of that cardamom opening with some vanilla and ambroxan, some woody notes, a little bit of patchouli, pink pepper, lavender. It's a very nice scent profile. However, it is coming in at number 10 because I don't reach for this type of scent all that often, even though it's perfect for the winter in my opinion. Coming in here at number 9, we have Versace Eros Flame. This one for me is the best in the line. It is, out of all the Eros fragrances that I've tried, I like this one the best. I have not tried the new Parfum. I would like to, but I just don't feel it's necessary to buy any other flanker when you have one in the Eros lineup. So buy one of the Eroses and just kind of stick with it and wear it. They're too similar to buy or have most of them in the line, in my opinion. I prefer the Flame version out of all of them the most, so I went ahead and bought this bottle. I got this on a really good deal. This is a huge 200 ml bottle. We'll never use this up, so I don't know if I'll ever buy another Eros flanker because I do like this one so much. This one is a little bit brighter than the rest. It opens up with a little bit more citrus punch, but it's still that sweet ambroxany vanillic smell. A similar, honestly, in profile to the one previously to this, kind of that Layton minus the spices. It doesn't have nearly the same spiciness or like that pepperiness that kind of tickles your nose. This one is smoother but less interesting in my opinion. However, I wore this one more just because, I mean, it's a crowd pleaser. You're not going to offend anybody with this one anywhere, and I have so much of it that I just reach for it a lot because I have 200 ml, so why not spray it? But I do like this one. However, it is coming in at number 9 for a reason. I don't wear it as often as the ones coming next. Coming in at number 8, we have Versace Homme. This one may surprise a lot of you that this is in a winter list. However, I don't care. I wear whatever I feel like I want to wear. And through my winter here, it's cold all the time. It never warms up. We're below freezing for 2 to 3 months in a row. And I often want something that's just citrusy and bright and easy to wear. And honestly, if you haven't tried this one in the cold, I recommend trying it in the cold. It is so nice. I spray it a little heavier for the winter months, and when you get out in the cold and that wind is whipping around you, this stuff just comes off your skin. It smells so soapy and fresh and clean. Oh, it's just so nice. As you can see, I've put quite the dent in this bottle. I really enjoy this scent profile in the winter. It has top notes of lemon, bergamot, neroli, and those just pop off my skin. It's not the best performer, however, it just doesn't matter that much. I wear it anyways, I spray it heavy, and I really enjoy it. Coming in at number 7, we have Commodity Leather. I found this one at a rack store. I believe it was a Marshall's. Scooped it up for under $30 if I remember right, which in my opinion is a steal of a deal for a scent like this. The commodity fragrances seem to be very good bang for your buck. They're good quality for what you pay for them. I don't know, I've never bought one retail, but I keep finding them at rack stores. That's why I say that, because I've gotten most of mine for $30 or less, which for that price is a absolute steal of a deal. This one here is definitely the most niche smelling out of all of them that I own, and that is a good thing. I really enjoy how this one comes across. It is a leathery smell. It's kind of green, dense, resinous in a way, very niche smelling. It is like if something, it's kind of down the line of like something Amouage would put out, but in a designer approachability. It's unique notes, but done in a more smooth, less aggressive way. The notes in this one is leather, juniper, oregano, myrrh, juniper, cacao, akigala wood, styrax, labdanum, Haitian vetiver, and cedar. I do get leather, however the leather in here seems to be smoothed out with the myrrh and the juniper. It's kind of this green resinous smell with, there's definitely some leather in there, and I do actually get just a hint of the oregano up top. It's kind of a weird green herbaceous smell, and it's got to be the oregano. The myrrh comes across quite strong. Myrrh can be kind of almost citrusy in a way, but in a much more syrupy type of way, and that's what this one smells like. It smells thick and drippy, and I know that sounds funny, but it's the truth. Anyways, long story short, this is a very good fragrance, and it is coming in at my number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. This one is phenomenal. I really enjoy this one, and I have heard rumors that maybe it's getting discontinued or is discontinued, which breaks my heart. So if you guys haven't gotten this one yet, definitely try to track down a bottle before the prices get out of control, because a scent like this I think will kind of go that direction. It's so nice that the fragrance community is going to keep trying to find bottles of it. I wore this one a lot in the winter. This is my second or third winter of owning this one, and it always seems to be a pretty good reach for the winter for me. It is, oh, it's so nice. It opens up sweet and spicy. It's got a top note of ginger with a little bit of bergamot. It also has quite a robust chocolate note. So there's kind of a sweet chocolate ginger bergamot. I get a little bit of spice, like a pepper or something. And then it's also got maninka fruit, which is kind of a dark, plummy type of fruit. Smells kind of dark red in my opinion. Anyways, long story short, this all comes together to make a very unique, sweet, intoxicating type of scent. It's very seductive. It has a mid note of coffee, and you do get just a little hint of like a bitter note, but the coffee and the chocolate kind of play together to make more rounded, sweeter note. It's not, you're not going to get just coffee or just chocolate. It's more of a designer smell than that. This one's a huge compliment puller. I wear it quite frequently throughout the winter and really enjoy it. And I'll be sad when this bottle runs out, because I'm not going to buy a backup bottle, but this will last me for years and years and years to come. Coming in here at number 5, we have Amouage Boundless. This is a fairly new Amouage that they've put out. I got a sample of it before I bought it. Really liked the sample. Decided to track down a bottle, and I was able to get this one on a discounter for $145, I believe, which was a very good deal for Amouage. But essentially this one is a very approachable tobacco smell, tobacco scent. It is so nice though. It is so classy in my opinion. Has top notes of cardamom, ginger, blood orange, and elemi. Middle notes of bourbon, vanilla, benzoin. Base notes of tobacco, myrrh, incense, chocolate, guaiac wood, patchouli, on and on. You get the point. There's quite a few notes. However, what this comes out to be is a very sweet, lightly tobaccoed, vanillic cardamom ginger scent. It opens up with kind of a blast of ginger blood orange that's sweetened with vanilla and benzoin, and then it dries down into a very smooth tobacco and myrrh fragrance that still retains a lot of sweetness, a lot of mass appeal. You're not going to offend anyone with this one. It has the Amouage performance, but it has more of a designer approachability to it, and it's a no-brainer in a lot of situations. I reach for this one quite often, and that's why this one is coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have a very under the radar scent here. It is by Nitro, and it is called Blue. Well, I'm not sure. I think actually the brand is Dumont, maybe? Yeah, Dumont. Sorry. So it's the brand is Dumont. The scent is called Nitro Blue. And this one, I happened to just get a free little sample with another order that I had made from Fragrance Buy. They threw in a little sample. So I wore it, tried it out, and I kind of liked it. So I wore it again, and I kind of liked it a little more. So I wore it again, and I fell in love with it. Now, I don't want to give you the wrong impression here that this is some amazing scent. However, I do think for the money you pay, which is $20 or so for a bottle like this, you're getting a good deal. I really do like this one, and I wore it quite a bit this winter, and I'll try to give you how it smells. However, the reason I bought it is because I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this. I don't know if it is a clone of something. Usually these cheaper fragrances are trying to clone something, but I've never smelt what this is trying to clone, so I don't know. I really enjoy it. There's hardly any information out there on it. I would recommend tracking this one down and trying it. It's cheap, and I really enjoy it. So we have top notes of sage, orange blossom, basil, lemon, cinnamon, Toulouse balsam, praline, woody notes, black cardamom, base notes of sweet notes, patchouli, black amber, and Brazilian rosewood. This one is a very creamy, sweet scent. It's almost got a sandalwoody type of smell to it, but way sweeter than sandalwood usually is used. The top notes, I don't get a lot of sage or orange blossom or lemon or cinnamon. I don't really get any of that, but what I do get is this very smoothed over woody scent, and I just find it very addictive. It's sweet, creamy, it's very unique in the fact that I don't have anything like it, and I just kept reaching for it and spraying it on. And another strange thing with this one is I get very good performance. I get 8-9 hours, no problem. And as it dries down, it kind of has ambroxany smoothness to it. I don't know how to explain it. As you can see, I'm faltering for words because I just don't have anything that smells like this, and it's just unique. The dry down is beautiful. I really enjoy the dry down. I think the black amber is probably responsible for the dry down, because I get kind of like ambroxan in a way, but it's darker than that. So yeah, I really enjoy this one. Highly recommend trying to find it. I don't know if they're very common to find or not. I was able to find this one for, like I said, $22 I think, and I do wear it quite often. Coming in at number 3, we have Armauth Club de Nuit Intense Man, and this is the Pure Parfum, I believe it's called. There's so many flankers by now that I'm not sure which one this one is actually, how it's actually called, but I know that it's a Parfum or a Pure Parfum. It's a very dense formula of Club de Nuit Intense Man. I got this one at the beginning of my winter, and I did wear it quite often just because it's a Creed Aventus style fragrance, but honestly this one it's getting further and further away from the Creed Aventus DNA in my opinion. This one by now is very smoky and dirty. This one has a lot of grit to it. It's not just Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus is this pineapple bright, fun, happy fragrance. At least the recent formulations are. This one, not so much. I don't think I would wear this one in the summer where I would wear Creed Aventus in the summer. This one is just too robust. It's got a lot of smokiness. It's got a lot of earthiness. It's kind of got a green, almost vetiver smell in it, which Aventus doesn't have. And all that comes together to make a scent that I really do enjoy. This one is, of course, super cheap. I think I paid $50 for a huge 150 ml bottle of this. Really recommend this Pure Parfum version. It is not, don't go into it thinking you're going to get a Creed Aventus clone, but it is a very good scent and I really enjoy it. Coming in at number 4, we have Salvatore Oud. This one is amazing. I love this one. I wear it so often. It's so easy to wear for me. I really enjoy its scent profile. It has nothing to do with oud, and I don't know why they named it oud, but it is a very spicy scent, and I am a sucker for spice. This one comes across very woody, very spicy, with almost no sweetness. There's just enough to make it, you know, pleasant. But really what this is a very green, dark, spicy scent. It lives in the realm of, now when I say this, don't take me for me saying this smells like it, but it lives in the realm of a Creed Viking or a Roja Apex. Kind of that dark, spicy, masculine, retro feeling in a way type of scent that takes a little bit of grit to pull it off. But in my opinion, I just love those type of scents. I love Apex, I love Viking. Creed Viking is my favorite Creed, and this one just scratches that same itch, and it's way cheaper than both of those fragrances, so I reach for it quite often. But I really enjoy this one. Highly recommend checking this one out if you can find it. Just give it a try. There's samples to be bought, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if those type of fragrances are your thing. And coming in at number 1, we have Sauvage Elixir by Dior. What to say about this one that hasn't been already said to death? This is an amazing fragrance, amazing designer release, and this is the only Sauvage that I own. I do not own any of the others. I quite dislike all the others. They're just not my thing. I like my blue fragrances, but the Sauvage line I have never liked. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. However, this one, as soon as I smelled it, oh, I had to buy it. It is so addictive, and it is so powerful, and it is so classy. I wear this one a lot when I have a suit on, or I have to dress up for something, or I'm in a big crowd, or I want something that just has an intoxicating sillage behind me. This one does the trick. It always performs for me. I have worn this through the winter quite often simply because of its performance, and I don't think I'll wear this going into the summer hardly at all. It's just too strong. It just pumps off my skin. It projects like crazy, and it, like I said, it leaves this intoxicating trail. To give you an idea of what this smells like, if you haven't smelled it, it's sweet, it's spicy. It's got a licorice note in there. You may think sounds a little weird, but it really works with this one. And it's got a ton, I am sure, a ton of ambroxan in the base. Now, people say that ambroxan gives them a screechy, kind of dry smell, and I think they're confused on that a little bit. I think there's other aroma molecules that are giving that smell, because ambroxan does not smell that way. I have ambroxan right here, and it comes in a white crystalline powdery form, and when you smell it, it is a very sweet, smooth, almost woody smell. It is not screechy, it is not scratchy, it is not metallic, it is not peppery. It is this salty wood that's very sweet, and this smells very much so like ambroxan. So I think they're using an absurd amount of ambroxan in the base of this one, and that's what gives it its crazy performance. That paired with its sweet licorice note and a few other spices and things is just phenomenal. I really enjoy this one, and that's why I reached for it so often throughout the winter. This is my number 1. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.